Let's see how well this does. I'm gonna bet. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's see what it sounds like. It's quite a delay, but it sounds decent, I guess. Oops. So blow out everybody's eardrums. So I'm gonna start this off with, I understand that the sound is horrible. I'm still working on it. I changed my distribution on Linux and lost some of my settings, and I still gotta find all my filters for my sound, for my audio stuff. Yeah, so this is an update video. I don't know if you read the title or not. We'll see what we get talked about or discussed here. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot. So yeah. So Saturday, yesterday, I made probably about an hour-long video and was going to upload it. And it was me driving around in my truck explaining stuff that I wanted to do and stuff, and why I haven't posted in a while or uploaded any videos. And, well, all of the... I need to shave really bad. But all of the video was of my face, and it was like this, because I couldn't see the screen to line up my my shot. I have a little dash cam that I was trying to shoot the video with that I got for Christmas. Figured I might as well test it out and shoot a video. And it didn't work out so well. So I was gonna create or do just a quick live stream explaining all that yesterday, and yeah, it didn't work out either. I went to open OBS and it decided that it didn't want to work anymore. I was like, well, okay. So I went to open my audio stuff, it didn't want to work. I'm like, well, I need to update to Linux Mint 18 or whatever now. And I was like, you know what, I think it's about time I try something new. So right now I'm trying out Manjaro Linux, which is based on Arch. So far I like it. It was really easy to set up everything, aside from finding all my filters and stuff for the audio, so that you don't hear all the nasty background noise. And it's working out well so far. I've only got one issue that I found out this morning when I came back to turn my I locked my computer when I leave it, so when I came back to use it again, it was all locked up on me. So I gotta figure out what's going on there. I'll figure it out probably in the tomorrow or something when I'm got some free time. So yeah, there's that. We've had quite a few new people on the forums in the past couple of months. They haven't been posting, but we have new people. So yeah, there's that. I'm trying to figure out how to use these cards in live streams. I don't know if you can like place them at certain times. I'd like to be able to say, hey, check out this, and it's up here. But and have it show up, but it's not allowing me to like click on it and say put card here. So at some point in time, there will be a card that on this side of the screen that shows up that has a link to the website. If you don't want to just click on the ones in the description. Not really sure what else to talk about. I had a whole, like I said, the video was me driving around for about an hour, and it ended up not saving. Well, I mean, it saved, but the video was not really of my face. So I might play it on here, or play the video just me driving around on here, and we'll see. It might not happen. I'd like for it to, but I don't want to sit here for an hour of video of me driving. Oh, the loveliness of live streaming. OBS just crashed on me, so we will have to look at that at some point too. So yeah, I probably won't try to do the whole stream of the video in this video, because it's just not gonna work. OBS is not liking me right now. Okay, it won't even let me click on stuff. Okay, it lets me click on some menus, but not other menus. I don't know. I guess that comes with the territory of doing live streams and such. So I'm gonna look over here. I wanna see what I'm hoping it's gonna splice. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna splice the videos together, which is good because I don't want to have to take these down and redo it. I'd like to get some different topics to talk about. I don't know, maybe when I get some of my other stuff going, I'll talk about my OpenStack project, or some stuff I'm doing with WordPress, which I'm not a huge fan of WordPress, but I'm trying little experiments out here and there, and we'll see how that goes. It might be good, it might be bad, who knows. All I know is that I want to get, that water's from yesterday, it's not very good, but I'd like to get more consistent videos out, even though I'm not very good at that. Or I'd like to get a couple more content creators and we like have a set schedule. Like, I put videos out Sundays at 9 or whatever, and or actually what would be good is for a couple people to do like live streams every week or every other week, and then every once in a while we put out like a tutorial video, or something that people request. And that's one thing that I've been struggling with, is trying to come up with videos that you guys would like to watch. At some point I'll probably do a video of Manjaro and stuff I've learned with it, and maybe some OpenStack stuff when I get all that stuff set up. And I'd like to do some more Windows related videos and some more Linux related videos that are aimed more towards like enterprises and companies, not even big companies, just like you know, your run-of-the-mill mom and pop who has 5 employees or 10 employees type setups in both Linux and Windows. I'd kind of like to play with some LDAP. I'd like to do some, obviously in Windows Active Directory and stuff like that. I'd like to go over some like my SIP server, that kind of setup, which I'm pretty sure still works. Look. Yeah, all my lines still say they're connected, so that's still working. I'd like, if you don't know and you want to join, we do have like a kind of the Computer Crowd phone network. All you gotta do is request a extension in the on the forums, and we can set you up. I might do some stuff that's not related to tech, or some stuff like at some point I need to update the software on my truck. You know, I might do a video about updating your truck software. I mean, that's related to tech, and also it's just something that I think some people might want to see. And I mean, it's pretty simple, so it's not like it's rocket science or anything. Once I get my desktop configured, I might put some screenshots on the forums. I did post my updated internet speed after almost, like 7 months of having Google Fiber, which, by the way, is awesome. I'm not dropping any frames, or my stream health. I'm doing 1080p at 60 frames, and it's doing good. Well, right now it's at 56.07 FPS, which it's only using roughly 4 megabits a second to upload, which is nothing compared to the internet speed I've got. As I said in my original video, I was gonna upload it with all the ums and stuff. This is just me rambling. It's not really anything scripted or anything like that. I've still got I've had a cough for like 2 months now. I really wish I would have filled that up with fresh water before I started this video. But I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff I can share with you guys and I just don't know where to start. I mean, it's one of those things that I guess I'm not really the best teacher. That's probably the best way to put it. I'd like to think I am, but it's just one of those things that's, I guess, doesn't come naturally to me. I know in my last video I showed the iFixit stuff that I had, and I use it probably at least once a week, and I just love it. I'd like to buy more iFixit stuff when I get some extra money. That'll be a while. I just bought a new truck, so that money, well, not new, it's new to me. It's 2 years old, but, well, I guess 3 now, because it's 2017, right? Yeah. There's let's see. I know I had something else I wanted to mention. I was thinking about doing another giveaway, but I don't think it's going to be something like worth money. I mean, it'll be worth something, but I don't think it's going to be anything like the last one. because those types of giveaways tend to just attract people for the giveaway, and then people stop coming. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I feel like that's a good way to give back to the community, even though it only attracts people for a short period of time. I think in the future there will probably be giveaways for, like, people who have been members and active for months at a time, not just for a week, or just not for just 1 month. It'll be like over a year. If you've been active the most over a year, you'll win a prize or something. And I think those yearly type things will probably be ones that'll give out, that'll be more monetarily of value. I'd like to do some more Apache videos, I think, some Nginx videos. Maybe just a video of what I use on a daily basis, or, at some point I want to do a computer build if I ever get enough money to do it. Or if I ever maybe do another System 76 buy, I might do a review of that if I decide to buy a System 76 desktop. I think I'm gonna. So for those of you who I guess haven't watched any of our videos before, most of the time, or for the past year, I've been editing in a program called Lightworks. Not that I've edited a whole lot, but since February, I guess I used a program called Lightworks, which costs about $100 a year. I think I'm gonna try to move to something free because I don't use it enough. If I used it every day or every week, I could kind of see using Lightworks, but I think I might move to Kdenlive. In fact, I already have it installed. I just haven't played with it at all. That's what I was gonna edit that video for yesterday in, from yesterday in, which is right here, by the way. But I didn't get the chance. I might upload the video of just the facing out of the car video of me driving around and take all the audio out, because it's kind of pointless if you haven't heard the whole thing. And then I'll edit it together for a kind of a trial of Kdenlive, and throw some free music on there, and just title it like driving around. One thing I'd like to know is how your guys' Christmas was, if you got anything cool. If you did get anything cool, go ahead and post it in the forums. Start some discussion about it, I guess. I like the people that comment on a video that's like 2 years old. I need to go in and rewatch the video so I know what I was talking about before I can answer the comment. Especially since I didn't make that video. I'd like to do some more like game streams. I haven't been playing a whole lot of computer games, but I've been playing more on my Xbox. I've been playing quite a few on my Xbox. I've been playing Farming Simulator 2017. That's probably been my favorite one so far. I don't know why. It's just fun. I think it's because you don't have to do a whole lot of thinking. And my current job, I've been doing a lot of thinking and a lot of just, normal IT stuff. I did see a shirt the other day on video that what did it say? Or on Facebook, it said, like, I'm a network administrator. I solve problems that you don't even know you've had, or something like that. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought about buying it. I'd like to get I got a Hurricane Electric shirt that shows like a bunch of IPv6. Well, I guess it shows all the IPv6 stuff on the back. On the front it says, Sage certified or whatever. But when they shipped it to me, it fit, and then I washed it and it didn't fit anymore. It's like 2 inches too short, and it's not really tight, but it's just too short. I don't know. I'd like to get these filters figured out on my on my audio, so it's not so you're not hearing all the white noise in the background from like my computer fan and just ambient white noise, because this room is not ideal for this kind of stuff. Because right here I've got 2 walls and I'm in the corner, and so I know you get a lot of echo from this side of the microphone, and then you hear my fan from my laptop, which is what you hear right now. And when I do any live streaming, you're going to hear that, because right now my CPU is at 17.2%. And it's pretty constant when I'm doing streams. And I don't know, I guess I just like to hear what everybody would like to see, and that'll get me enough motivation to get back into the whole making of videos. I'd really like to make some more videos based off of, well, anything. I've just been in a spot where I can't think of what kind of videos to make. I've been experimenting or playing with Ubuntu, Juju, and Maz, which are 2 awesome platforms. It's not going so well, and I think part of that's because of the hardware I'm using. So I've got 4 physical servers set up in my office at work, and I'm using Maz to provision the physical servers, which is really cool because you can provision a large amount of servers just by the click of a button, pretty much. And then on top of that, I'm using Juju to install the different services on the servers. So I got the Maz part working, but Juju is where I'm running into issues. Okay, at first Maz was not working. It would fail, and different things were happening, and I think part of that was because I kept having hard drives fail on this equipment. This equipment's 2010 is when it was bought, and it was in production for probably 5 years, non-stop production, and they were probably hammered pretty hard. So I keep having hard drives fail and RAID cards fail, and it's just a mess. I think I'm gonna set up a virtual environment and do it there, probably here at my house, just to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong, because I don't think it's me, I think it's this hardware. And actually, I remember Friday when I was trying it the last time, Juju was having the servers download stuff from IPv6 addresses when the servers don't have IPv6 addresses, because our work network does not have IPv6 yet. We do, but we don't use it, so it is all turned off. not necessarily my choice, as I think we should progressively move to the move to the new version, because I mean it's been around for what, 10 years now, and IPv4 space is pretty much sold out. Granted, there's a lot still unused out there, but what's the unused stuff that you could buy is no longer available. So now pretty much companies own all the IPv4 addresses. My goal was to have that Juju and stuff done by this time, but it didn't happen. Go figure. So, well, I've been streaming for, according to YouTube, 26 minutes, according to OBS, 19 minutes, but OBS crashed at one point, so we know that's not accurate. I haven't really said a whole lot of useful information other than stuff that I would like to have happen. I'd like to set this up a little bit better so you're not seeing like my light back here and stuff, but this room's a mess, and if you saw the floor you would probably laugh because it's not your room, so you don't have to clean it up. I'd like to do another video of my servers. I'd like to do, I have a patch panel that I want to install, and I'd like to do a video on that. I have, I'm going to run some wires out to an external building on the property here. I'm going to run coax cable, and then I'm going to also run Cat 6, and at some point I'm going to get 2 Ubiquiti access AC access points and put one in the house and then one outside in that building, which will be nice because then we'll have Wi-Fi throughout all the house and the other building, which would be nice because out there you don't really have a whole lot of Wi-Fi. And then in here I need to reposition the Wi-Fi probably to a hallway, which is right outside this door, right there. And instead of in the basement, because it's actually there's a room behind me this way, and it sits underneath that room in the basement, just because I don't really have a way to get the wire from the basement to the ceiling without drilling a bunch of holes, and I don't want to tear up a bunch of stuff and have to replace it all. Yeah. I really need to shave. I'm getting to where I don't like to be up after 10. It's 11:25 right now. I know that this live stream, it wasn't like it was meant to be watched. This was basically just an easy way for me to get a video out without having to do a bunch of editing right off the bat, especially since I'm still figuring out stuff with Manjaro, which so far I really like it. I mean, everything that I had installed on my Linux Mint version was very difficult to get set up and running, and I had OBS and all my audio stuff set up in probably 30 minutes, which under Linux Mint took me probably 3 hours, 4 hours spread over a few days because I couldn't get it working. Yeah, I don't know. There's just been a lot that I like to do. it's just one of those things that you never have enough time. Sorry, I'm reading all this stuff on YouTube. Keeps trying to get us to monetize our videos, which I don't really want to do. I mean, yeah, the money would be nice, but I don't really do this for money. I like to do this as a hobby. You know, and there might be a point where I monetize a video or two, say something that's specialized that don't, you know, not that that I'm the only one that knows how to do it, but that, you know, there's not very many videos about it, or something that I feel deserves to be monetized. I don't know. I probably won't monetize anything, just because I don't know. Man, I can't stop yawning. Maybe one of these days I'll get more videos going. And I'd really like to do some more style, like the Raspberry Pi videos. I don't have a Raspberry Pi still, but I'd like to experiment with them. Arduinos. I don't know if I'd ever be able to do that, but I don't know. I'd like to be able to buy some products and be like, hey, look at this, and do an unboxing or a, you know, just a review of it. I'm pretty opinionated when it comes to that kind of stuff, even though I guess I don't necessarily advertise it, but I'd like to start, I guess. Let's see. Is there anything interesting on the forums that... I guess I could talk about my mass email accident with the forums. That was pretty interesting. I guess I hadn't noticed that my email server has been backed up for days. And, well, I guess if you don't know, on my phone I have like 15 emails, different email addresses, so I don't always read through them all. And then on my tablet I got 15 or so email addresses, and I don't always read through them all, but I try to keep up. And I noticed after probably 3 days that I wasn't getting any emails from my personal email server, which runs the TCC email. And I was like, well, I'll look into it. I get into it and realize that all my backups for email get stored on that server because I don't have anywhere to put them right now. I mean, I guess I could transfer them back here, but I just haven't set that up. Well, really none of that email is all that important. Anything that's important gets exported to another software, like for one of my businesses, I use my billing software, and it imports the emails every few minutes. And it's on a different server and everything. So, like, there's the rest of them don't really need backed up. And my backup script, I guess, never really removes the backups or the old backups. So it just piled up, and that filled up the hard drive on the mail server. So I went through and deleted all those, and then once I did that, I rewrote the script a little bit to delete the old backups after like 30 days or something like that. Which I should probably check and make sure it's actually working, because I don't think I ever went back and checked. And then I noticed on the forums that the email system there had all the emails it tried to send backed up, and yeah, so I cleared that out, and it threw out a bunch of emails to everybody. I'm working on a. I can't talk on. I'm working on a thing on the forums so that the articles section of the forums will actually look like blog posts instead of a form entry. If you ever notice a little book next to a topic, that's because it was set up as a blog post rather than a form entry. I just haven't gotten it completely working yet. That's another thing. For members, I'm gonna make a post probably tonight before I forget of what kind of other plugins you guys would like to see. Man. I'm like yawning on YouTube. That's pretty much all I'm doing now. But in the members only portion of the forums, I'm gonna probably ask what you guys would like to see, and or what kind of plugins you'd like us to add, and see if we can get them added for you. There's like a chat one. That one probably won't get added because we have IRC. So, but there's all kinds of other ones. Yeah, and maybe if I've kind of thought about doing like a WordPress setup where everybody, or we can, do like WordPress hosting for different people. I don't know. We'll see. Especially, I know not everybody has the resources to host their own website, and they don't want to spend a bunch of money to host one, or even some people just are into tech but they don't really want to have the time to manage their own stuff. So I thought about kind of setting up a different blogging platform for everybody who's a member, or just like on a request basis. We'll see how that works. I don't know. Just one of those things that I want to do and just never get around to it. Sorry, I'm in IRC too. And for once, people are talking. I think now that I've been back, that's one thing. It seems like this community's kind of gotten centered on me, and when I am not around as much, it seems to die off, and then when I come back, it picks up. And I don't want it to be centered around me. I want it to be centered around everybody as a whole. And I mean, yeah, I was one of the big parts in creating it, and I'm one of the big parts in running it, but I've been trying to add people who I know and have talked to for a while as administrators and stuff, so that way I'm not the only one in control. It doesn't seem to have worked, but that's kind of how I want it to be. I don't want it to revolve around me, because I would like it to be able to grow and mature without me being present. If, say, I got sick and was in the hospital or something for 2 months, or if I ever, whatever. So there are different administrators that are, what's this button do? Oh, weird. I don't know where I was going, other than, I don't want it to be, I don't want everybody to rely on me to make sure that, or to keep posting. I mean, yeah, I maintain everything that is involved, but I also don't want, let's just say, I'm not the only one that has access to the server. I'm not the only one that has the capabilities of running it. I've seen too many communities that have, the people who run it have left, and then the community just dies, and I don't want this to do that. Actually, most of us who started, all of us who were involved in starting this, came from another website that just the owner decided to quit one day, and he never really came back. I'm actually checking to see if his website's up. I think his domain expired a while back. And I was gonna buy it. And then I was like, nah. You know, there's not really much about. I'm trying to remember. There was a Twitter thing where you can manage your multiple accounts, like within Twitter itself, and now I can't remember what it's called. And once again, hopefully by the next video I will have this whole audio situation figured out. My problem is that when I add the filters that I thought I had added, you can't hear me. But hey, it's quiet. It doesn't. You don't hear any background noise. Oh, there we go. TweetDeck. That's what it's called. Let's just go ahead and see if that attracts anybody. I doubt it will, but you know, there's a few different things that I'd like to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just basically rambling now and kind of saying the same thing I've said the whole time. I think that I don't know. I'd like to get the community going again. Not that this necessarily ever really stopped. It's kind of just stalled, and I mean, I guess from when we moved from vBulletin to our new system is when it really stalled out and stopped getting as many posts and views and stuff like that. Let's see, I bet I don't even have any analytics on the site to look. I think I guess I do have Google Analytics on here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get signed in without. I probably need my phone to sign in. Actually, oh, I am signed in. Look at that. I mean, traffic on the website's pretty good. It's not like it's bad. Over last month, had 121 different users. But hopefully we'll get this going a little bit better and maybe grow. Like I'd like to see it grow. I'd like to, I don't know, like I keep saying, there's a lot of different things I'd like to do. I might, this summer I'll probably take a little road trip, and I'm gonna probably film a lot of it. And I'll probably, make a little video of me, or of the drive to where I'm going. And, back maybe, who knows? I don't know. Last time I don't think I took my computer down there with me, but I'll probably take it this year, just because I'll probably be staying there a week, or around a week. And I doubt I'll take my camera, just because I don't know. I haven't been all that great with my camera lately. Anyways, I guess I should probably end this video, because I'm just going to continue to ramble if I don't. Like I said, if you're not a member of our forums, there's a link in the description. Go ahead and join. I mean, what do you have to lose? It's not like we mass email or anything, unless we make a mistake and send out a bunch of emails that were supposed to be sent out over a period of time. But other than that, I think you get weekly notifications about the different posts. I mean, and stuff you're subscribed to within the forums. But other than that, I don't even think there's a way for me to email you from within the forums. I think I can see your email addresses. Actually, I can't even do that unless I specifically show your emails. Let's see, last seen. That's one thing that I do like about this software, is I can see, like, we could even say, whoever has X amount of posts read can't, or whoever has this many hours of read time, you can do this or whatever. And there is one incentive to it when you are a member, is the more you post and the more you interact on the forums, the more permissions you get. So, like, when you're brand new, you can't post to the articles section. But as you grow and, are more engaged in the community, you'll go up levels, and then within, I don't know, you could probably within, I don't remember what it's set to, but after X amount of time, you can post your own articles on the forums and, share your knowledge that way, if you'd rather. If you want to follow us on Twitter, our Twitter handle's at Computer Crowd. Just at Computer Crowd. And I think we have on Facebook, we're on Facebook too. Let me see. I don't think we have enough people following us on Facebook to have our own custom URL. Oh yeah, we do. On Facebook, or if you go to facebook.com/thecomputercrowd, that's our page there. there's not a whole lot there. As I know there are several people that don't use Facebook in our community. And then there's IRC, which there's a link in the, if you don't want to use the web chat option, you can use your IRC client and connect to irc.co. And we have 2 channels on there. We have more, but the main ones are #TCC. And then if you're connecting with SSL, you do #TCC-secure. And that's probably our main one that we use. At one point I was going to start doing like podcasts and probably post stuff like the audio versions of stuff like this on a podcast. And that was going to take place in #TCC-podcast. But I don't even think anybody's, it's just me in there. I think I got rid of Chanserve in there too. But I don't know. I'm going to probably end the video here. Like I said, there's lots of stuff I want to do. I just want to know what you guys would like to see and hear about. When I do get more of my production setup stuff done, and probably when I start rolling it out into production is when I'll start talking about it for the OpenStack stuff. So yeah. I hope you guys had a good New Year's. I hope you guys got some good Christmas presents. Or your presents for Hanukkah. I know there's other holidays that I'm forgetting. Sorry, I don't know every holiday, and I don't even really like the holidays that I take part in, per se. I'm not a huge Christmas fan. I don't really like getting presents. I like giving presents. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna end this video before I ramble on more and before I say, I don't know anymore. I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't know when that will be. Hopefully I'll get on a more regular schedule and start posting more, but we'll see. I've said that before and it hasn't happened, so have a good one.